This one is in no way addressed to those who do not allow stereotypes to affect who they choose to marry. The same line has been told many times, time and time again. Man, it's easy for you. You got it made. You light-skinned. Yeah, I admit that sometimes it's true, but rarely. Most times we get kicked through too. See, Massa gon' say what it takes to be slick. And Charlie gon' tell us whatever will fit. And before he can conquer, there must be a device. So if truth ain't gon' cut it, he'll resort to lies. If you midnight or sunrise, you still black, you know why. He's not on either one of our sides, and that's no lie. So while we extremes catch hell from our own middle, Captain Caveman is playing the whole spectrum like a fiddle. And if you think how he wants us to see ourselves based on shade, and we see it that way, then he'll never catch our fade. So John Henry Midnight's supposed to be big and bad, with a small brain and muscles Massa wish he had. And high yellow sunrise is blackness but diluted, or is it a whiteness that's somewhat polluted? So high yellow was weaker, I guess, but seen as smart, the only nigga to which you'll credit fine arts. Stereotypes older than British deception, still today affecting our self-perception. But to give credit where it's due and to compliment a few, then I must confess that past middle school most brothers outgrew it. Fast forward to adulthood and now we're almost through it. Got BLM and self-awareness again, but what will we do with it? Now sisters, if you got first rights to my heart and my private life and my privates, then where would we start? The beginning, of course, where two strangers play their parts and no one assumes from jump the other's a con artist. But even in your mind, John Henry is hyper-masculinized. And even you expect him to be hypersexualized. And even you assume that he had to do some time, not because of bias, but because he did the crime. And even in your mind, Sunrise needs a T-shot, a testosterone supplement to have half what he got. And God help him if his hair's what you call good, because Lord knows his manhood then you'll forever see not. Sister, please, it wasn't us kidnapping in Africa. And it ain't like you can't find all shades up in Attica. And it ain't like we plotted with Massa to sell out John Henry and help Massa scatter us. It's not an obsession, no, this really matters to us. Are we going to make a family if you keep trusting the slanderous? Sisters, I love it when you call me brother, but the women who love us both are called other. I mean, you didn't know how they used you to split us, but real spit by an African witch, I got hit up for the dumbest reason. I never called her no witch, no disrespected her until after she hit me. From the motherland, y'all, from black Namibia. Now I'm Muslim, but if I marry a sister from Libya, I'll never hear the end of it coming out your mouth. But if I'm her type and not yours, and who's being silly now? Let me tell you who likes us brothers on the end, so that you might be able to understand then why brothers will marry you or someone else but can't afford to put you on a higher shelf yet. John Henry got women chasing him down, white women, and that's dangerous, but I'm just telling you they're around. Now Sunrise got a list of places our admirers come from, but they ain't Caucasian, they're all shades of brown. Palau, the DR, PR, Brazil, and even Black Africa, baby, that's real. Haiti, Jamaica, but India too, Thailand, Malaysia, and the list ain't half through. Now sisters, this poem ain't really about me, but I got a son who's getting old enough to see, and my brother's still a bachelor, so who does he marry? That depends on what you expect him to be. If it's up to real men, we'll marry you. When we were much worse off, you carried us through. No other woman is stuck by a man under such harsh conditions as only you can. I mean, it took until now just to get you to start chasing Massa's sons and seeing how they do. And after he calls you the N-word in bed, you return to John Henry. So black, he's blue. But understand, John Henry's not just a penis, because you're the first to say it takes more to be us. Then you call him just when you want to squirt off some stress, like he's just a dildo, but the rest of his life must be a mess. And they all Superman, but we ain't Clark Kent either, and it's going to take a whole lot more to free us. So quit calling us when you decide to settle down after calling John Henry just to hold around. If I personally ain't your type, we know that's okay, but don't jump on me when I go the other woman's way. But the issue is the other brothers on a spectrum's end, and you can't read their minds until you hear what they say. So you can look from a distance and watch how it moves to decide if you like them or not, and that's cool. And if you think that from across a room you can read a man's mind, then you just a damn fool. Sisters, think about what's your type. Disregard all the masses' hype. Stereotypes can't always be right. White stereotypes shouldn't be a black fight.